March 14th, and winter finally decided to arrive here in New Jersey, but all I can think about is spring. Today I went back to Costco to grab a few more things, and I am highly obsessed with the flower variety that's in the front of the store right now. So over the past few weeks, I've made quite an investment in buying bags of perennial flower bulbs and corms that are available in the front of the store. I'm so excited. I wanted to show you what it is that we bought. You know, of course, our purpose is to attract bees and hummingbirds this year. That will not only be beautiful, but it will help for everything to get pollinated in the yard, of course. So we did notice the more flowers we offer, the more bees that arrive. Everything just seems to get pollinated much quicker, and it's important that you offer flowers to the bees and the birds. And one of the birds that we have arrive here every year, and they come very, very close to us, are hummingbirds. Now, we don't offer them any nectar feeders that are full of the pre-manufactured sugary nectars that you can just fill up in there. Some people just dilute sugar into water and offer that in the feeders, but they harbor so many bacteria and diseases. Those feeders can be very, very detrimental to the hummingbird population. So it is our goal to offer their favorite flowers and things that are going to attract them here, and offer them real nourishment where we won't have to worry about them getting any type of illness that would cause their little shells for their eggs to be too thin, that will affect the future population of these birds. So one of the things that I grabbed, keeping in mind that I'm buying all of these perennial flowers, is the planters that are on sale. This is a 3-pack that has a drainage system inside, and it's 15.5 inches wide. So I'm going to put a few of the varieties into some of these pots to create a little bit of a landscape area on the patio. Because I have so many flowers coming. One of the things that's coming in the mail that I'll show you in a future video is hardy hibiscus that's coming from QVC. And they are very large dinner plate size flowers, and the hummingbirds absolutely love them. So they will be going in some of these pots. And I didn't realize how many bags of these flowers that I purchased from Costco now until I just put them all together. And, you know, thank goodness Farmer John is a real trooper. He doesn't really care that I'm making this investment in all of these flowers. We realize the importance of it. So let's get started, and I'm going to show you all the flowers that I'm starting to collect for this year's spring and summer garden. So we just went to Costco yesterday and grabbed more flowers, and then today I grabbed more. For the past several weeks I've been grabbing them as they come in stock. This habit has become as bad as having the seed catalogs and the Shriner's Iris bulb catalogs. I am absolutely obsessed with flowers this year. I was so happy that I saw this yesterday. Just as I was watching a video from the Dainty Dress Diaries, a lovely young girl in Ireland named Catherine, she had featured that she just bought these. And we were drinking coffee in the morning before we went to Costco. And don't you know, we walked in the door and saw this sitting right in front of us. It was a sign I had to get it. So this is a variety of Dicentra called Spectabilis, and this is also known as bleeding heart. It's known for the interesting odd shaped leaves or flower petals that it has that look like little hanging hearts. Not only did I think it was absolutely beautiful, I did see that it was shade friendly. And it's also good for full sun if you have a moist area. But I plan on keeping everything well watered this year. The thing that I liked about it was its shrub-like shape and the size of it that comes up. I think this is going to do beautifully in our new gardens that we're building in the front. As you approach the driveway, we put in, and we started to put in a new walkway in the fall, and we'll be finishing that soon. So that gets part shade, a little more sun in the morning, and then it's shady because our maple trees have grown so big our yard went from being our front yard a shade garden to a full sun garden when we had to replace our trees. Now they're growing so happily that it's back to being a shade garden in the summer. And this is another variety called Luxuriant, and this is a much larger flower. And this also turns into a mounding shrub-like flower. Now this attracts bees and hummingbirds, but this is also considered herbaceous border plants. There are medicinal properties to it. I don't really plan on using it as a medicine, but hopefully the deer won't come along and eat it, because it does say that it is deer resistant. And you'll notice on here, if you're buying these types of flowers from Costco, just under the name, you'll see where it notes on the top left-hand corner if it's a shade plant or if it's a sun plant. It will obviously have a sun. So, and then you turn it to the back and it will tell you whether it's perennial, whether it's herbaceous, whether, you know, where it's hardy. These two types of flowers are hardy in zones, winter hardy zones 2 to 9. So this will offer a good prolonged season for us, and I'll know that it will come back again next year. Now this Nepeta or Nepeta I had showed in another video. I cannot wait to see this, because I'm hoping that this Sylvester blue variety will be as blue as it appeared in a beautiful video I saw that was filmed in the UK of beautiful herbaceous borders and gardens that they just make me want to go off to the UK and see them. Evidently, this summer blooming flower attracts lots of butterflies and bees. And again, this is part of an herbaceous border mix. Something else that I'm like obsessed with this year, I'm just totally obsessed with flowers and everything else. I bought these 2 elephant ears. Now they did have another variety in there that had a much larger amount of bulbs in the bag. This is just 2 bulbs. Now I don't really know that this is going to be perennial. I'm hoping that it will. I might consider taking the bulbs out and storing them for the winter and treat it like a canna lily or a calla lily, or even like some dahlias. You know, you take them out, you can store them over winter and they keep coming back. So this is going to be an experiment, but I thought this would look beautiful around the new greenhouse area, which we're making into a beautiful garden area. There's going to be so many varieties of flowers this year. I thought this would be a beautiful addition to sit next to the hardy hibiscus that are coming from QVC. I thought that would be really interesting. They have nice big leaves, nice and colorful, very tropical, and I'm going to try to sit them in a way that they'll offer some shade. Now this is a sun shade variety. There will be some flowers that we're going to want to make sure don't get too much sun, because our yard is like being in Florida in the summertime. It's really, really very tropical. So I saw these anemone, and again, this is another variety that's supposed to be perennial, but I don't really know if it's going to be here. It didn't say anything specific about it being hardy on the back of the bag here. So I did look it up, and it said that this is a perennial flower here. And it's considered a wildflower, but I thought I would give it a try. These bags are $13.99 a piece, and I know that I would spend way more than that for one arrangement of anemone at the garden center. So I thought, why not give it a try? When you look at the beautiful colors it brings, they almost look artificial. They're so absolutely gorgeous. I just want to have all this color that will attract the hummingbirds. Another beautiful flower that I can't wait to add is the Blazing Star Liatris. Now this is a perennial, tall, spiky flower that also attracts butterflies and bees. And I thought this would be great with it having 80 bulbs in the bag. I can take some of these and put them in pots And when you arrange flowers in pots, they say it should be the thrill, the fill, and the spill. So if you have 3 layers, sometimes you'll see a flower arrangement that has like spike plant on the top, and that's your thrill, and then the fill is some other type of a bright flower that would go around the center and work with the plumes of the top of another flower. And then on the bottom you have something spilling out, like for example, we'll just say something like Creeping Jenny. So I thought this spiky flower would be a good opportunity to act as thrill and fill, and then maybe below it I could do some type of a trailing Creeping Jenny or some type of other beautiful leafy green that will flow over, maybe even, I'm not really sure. There's so many options. I am absolutely obsessed with buying flowers this year. I could fill pots, I could fill beds. I'm going to go absolutely crazy. Now, QVC did have this variety last week and I ordered it, but today I came home and canceled it because with this purchase, I get 80 bulbs. The QVC order was 30 bulbs. The only thing about that was 15 of the bulbs were this same color purple and 15 were white. I would really like to have the white to mix in with the variety, but you only get 30 bulbs and it was $23. So for $13.99, I'm getting 80 bulbs. I'll suck it up that I don't have the white option to add in there, but I'm certain I can find another white flower. Speaking of which, look at this beautiful phlox. Oh my goodness. They remind me sort of like a geranium almost, but I am obsessed with blue this year. I am just obsessed in general. Look at these beautiful white and blue flowers. This is saying here that it's perennial and it's going to come back year after year. It is a sun-loving plant, and look, they show that it attracts hummingbirds. So this is going to be an absolutely beautiful addition to the garden, as well as the Orange Perfection and Nikki. Look at the color, the saturation of this color. It sort of reminds me of the New Guinean Patience with that just saturated color. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. So these are just a few of the flowers that you'll see in our spring garden this year. Now, all around me in the kitchen, I have all sorts of varieties that I have germinated. And one of those flowers will be the bluebonnet lupin. Oh, I cannot wait to have this blue flower. I hope it's as blue as they say it is. It's highly likely that anything that they're saying is blue, like this, what are they calling it? Blue paradise phlox. It's highly likely that this will be more of a lavender or a purple shade, but I won't know unless I try it. And because they're perennial, they're going to come back again and again. And whether it's blue or purple, as long as the hummingbirds and the bees are attracted to it, it's okay. I will find another blue flower. So if you guys are going to Costco and you're interested in adding more flowers to your beautiful gardens that are going to be a benefit to your vegetable gardens, maybe consider buying some of these perennials, which are very, very cost effective at Costco. They have several types of planter pots available on the floor right now for a reasonable price. The pots, they do tend to crack when they're outside for a few seasons. I don't know how this particular run of pots will be this year. We have invested through the years some very, very large pots that took a tremendous amount of soil. These smaller pots, this 3-pack, they won't take up as much soil, and I'll be able to put a lot of these varieties mixed in here together and get a nice arrangement out of it. This week, the Miracle Grow raised bed soil is under $8 a bag. So that's a pretty good deal. You're really not going to find that too often. So anyway, you guys, get to Costco, check out what they have. I hope you'll be planting some flowers, and stay tuned for more garden variety. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, I please hope you'll do so. Give this video a like if you like this kind of content, and I'll see you in the next video.